Welcome back, Law Squad. We're reacting to Bob's Burgers, and I'm here today with Legal Eagle.
The eagle has landed. Let's react.
Let's get into it.
Look, I don't like you and you don't like me, but I guess I'm responsible for your defense.
Yes, that's scary, but I'm sure you'll do everything in your power
No. I was gonna go the other way with it. All you gotta do is cop a plea so we can get out of here. You'll be home in time to talk to your cats and knit yourself to sleep.
Okay, so some ethical issues here. You have a lawyer who hates her client.
Yeah.
And also may not be offering the best outcome because she wants to go home early.
I should instruct the jury that until the trial is over, you may not discuss the case.
Whoa, forbidden conversation. So, how about this case, huh?
What?
So right now, I forget this character's name. Do you know? This character is already messing up, and violating the judge's rules, which could lead to either the judge, saying something to the juror or potentially taking the juror off the jury.
We shouldn't. We mustn't.
I can't. What are you saying?
Exactly.
Let's begin with the opening statements.
As far back as I can remember, Mr. Ambrose has been hollering on about Mr. Franz stealing his yogurt.
Why is he talking like that?
Problem was, there wasn't no proof.
This reminds me of like Waterboy or something.
Yeah, now that I practice...
Medulla oblongata.
Now that I practice in Virginia a lot, I actually run into stuff like this on occasion.
You know what's funny? There's like, I've heard though, like some people like the Southern accent. And I had a case up in upstate New York where they were saying the New York, city accent would be a disadvantage to the case because they don't like the city folk.
Oh, yeah. And I know people that will actually affect an accent. I mean, there's all kinds of trial tactics.
There's all these little tactics. Yeah. One of the funniest ones I've heard was a lawyer at my old law firm told me that when he first did his first trial, he was nervous and he flustered something during the trial and said to the jury, sorry, this is my first trial.
It's my first day.
He ended up winning that trial. He kept saying it was his first trial for a lot more trials, basically.
I like that.
Until he was too old to pull it off,
Yeah.
Mr. Ambrose's yogurt container was found in Mr. Franz's trash can. End of story. I'm good at law.
Applause.
I wish I could
Ladies
use
and
that. I'm
gentlemen
good
of
at
the
law.
jury.
If that was the way to win a case, man, this job would be easy.
I'm legal eagle. I'm good at law.
I'm good at law. Watch my show.
Maybe he didn't do it. Huh? Good night.
That's it? That's all you got?
Oh, we also have a right to a speedy trial, so let's get this going, huh?
Man, 2 for 2 in terms of argumentative opening statements that should have been reserved.
Let's get this party started. I call to the stand Miss Selbo. Miss Selbo, do you have any Gert-related gossip? Any hot Gert goss?
Well, Mr. Ambrose is always leaving his yogurt spoons lying around. These yogurts have a plastic spoon in the lid for the yogurt eater on the go.
Yeah, or a yogurt thief on the go, like Mr. Franz.
Look at the yogurt container.
Now we just got a crazy courtroom.
Yeah, and this 8-year-old bailiff is really doing a terrible job.
Yeah, where has he been? Like, he laughs at the judge's jokes and then he just decides to take a timeout?
Terrible bailiff.
Your Honor, my client, my client would like to...
Yes?
Sorry, just a moment. So you're really innocent?
Yes.
I would bet to say that most defense lawyers will not ask their client if they're innocent or guilty because it's really irrelevant to their case. Defending their client is about putting holes in the prosecution's case, and whether the client is ultimately innocent or guilty is normally something they don't want to know.
Crap, all right. Your Honor, my client would like to say that he's innocent, and we're going to keep fighting to prove it as long as it takes. Everyone deserves a fair trial, even a broken down, chewed up, spit out guidance counselor like Mr. Franz.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said about me.
Objection! Gross!
Also not a valid objection.
Yeah, correct.
Today, the defense will prove that Mr. Franz did not steal the yogurt. And what's more, I will show you who did steal the yogurt as soon as I figure out who that is.
Okay, wait a minute. Didn't she already give an opening statement? Isn't this a second or third opening statement that she's given?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in this courtroom there's unlimited opening statements.
Oh, that's nice. I like that a lot. Though I will say, you should never make promises that you... Though I will say, you should never make promises in an opening statement or in a closing argument that you can't know. Come on, Devin. No, I will say...
This is going with my other bloopers, just so you know. If you're putting the one with me sipping the cup and whatever, yeah.
Though I will say that Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. Don't make promises.
Finishes sentences you
Yeah.
keep.
Don't start sentences.
Don't start sentences you can't complete.
You should never make promises in opening statements that you can't keep. So she's saying that she's going to find who actually ate the yogurt. She doesn't know that she can do that, and the jury will crush you if you make a promise like that and don't deliver.
It's all hearsay. You hear it, then you say it.
Oh, that is good. I will allow it.
Of course you'll allow it. What won't you allow?
That kind of talk in my courtroom, Missy. But in this case, I'll allow it.
Wow, this judge sure is permissive.
Oh, God. Your Honor, Sheena won't stop talking to me about the case, and we're not supposed to do that, right?
There you go.
Well, technically, you're right, but you're coming off a little whiny.
Also, generally speaking, the jurors aren't allowed to interact with the judge. At most, you would write
A question, right?
on a piece of paper.
It would have been easy for someone to eat that yogurt as they walk down the hall, finish it, and throw it in Mr. Franz's trash can. So the question is, who would have been in the teacher's lounge after school?
I mean, she's making a great point, but this is, again, like the fourth or fifth opening statement that she's given.
You're supposed to be proving this through witnesses and evidence.
Mr. Bronca, please tell the court what you were doing in the teacher's lounge after school Monday.
Picked up some odds and ends, a broken scrunchie, a few retainers, a spoon.
What? Did you just say a spoon?
I find spoons all over the place. You want me out there finding your spoons. You need me out there finding your spoons. I mean, who leaves a spoon on a drinking fountain?
Wait, where did you find the spoon?
On the drinking fountain.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all started this trial.
So questioning just turned into a monologue.
Making an argument.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like what she's doing in cross-examination, where she's getting the facts that she needs. She's not trying to make the points in the questions.
Yeah.
Like, just leave it.
You know, she goes, and then what? And then, you know, and like, so that, I did like her questioning up until now when she just decides to disregard the witness and speak to the jury directly.
You know, in the closing argument, you tie all the facts together. So she's kind of doing that right, but it's not quite the time either.
Mr. Franz didn't eat Mr. Ambrose's yogurt. Judge Conklin did.
That is a very serious accusation, Louise.
Yeah.
Don't you accuse my judge! Don't you do it!
Present your argument.
What is going on here?
Yeah, so I don't even know where to start if you thought that the judge was the actual criminal in the case that the judge is presiding over. I mean, I think at a minimum, you'd probably make a motion. I don't think you would be going off in a closing argument accusing the judge of anything. I think John Grisham's new book is about this. The judge is a serial killer.
Oh, wow.
And so it's like he can evade everyone because he knows legal and criminal procedure.
I say Judge Conklin went into the teacher's lounge and helped himself to the yogurt, then went to the drinking fountain to wash it down. The squirting fountain did what it does best, squirted him, hence the wet sleeve.
Wow. You are 100% correct.
Hey, never admit to anything.
I mean, there's so many ethical violations here. I think admitting that he actually committed the crime is the least of his worries.
Anyway, Mr. Ambrose, how much was that yogurt?
$2.59 plus tax.
I'll give you 3 and we'll call it square. Court is adjourned. I guess I better put this on. I have a date later. It'll be a great icebreaker. Bye, everyone. Hope you all become lawyers.
Kids, please don't tell your parents how we've spent the last 2 days.
Don't tell your parents.
I definitely agree. Everyone should be lawyers, and they should definitely not tell people that they spent 2 to 4 days just doing a mock trial of no consequence. All right, well, now we have to give Bob's Burgers, A Few Girt Men, a grade for legal realism. Mike, what do you got?
I'm going to have to say for this one, D-.
Yeah, it's real bad. It's very, very bad. I'll go D just because there was a couple of good pieces of cross-examination, but it's not great.
They use some legal terms in there like leading, and they use the word jury, so I guess, maybe it gets a little bit higher grade. Overall, though, yeah, you can't interrupt like that in court, and you definitely can't have 7 opening statements.
I wish.
I wish I get to retry it every time. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry we made you guys watch that. But watch more Law by Mike. It's much more enjoyable.